Sollikins.
Only my stepmom calls me Saulikins.
I know.
I kind of hate it. I made a mistake once of putting it up on Twitter, and I've never heard the. It was the biggest mistake.
Oh
like,
dear.
Ever.
Was she not happy?
Yeah.
Or did she just?
Oh no! She found it hilarious. It was more that I now have all of my internet friends going, "Hey, Saulikins." I'm like, oh god damn it, that's such a mistake.
Yeah, I mean that's your own silly fault, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Oh well, it's fine. How you doing, man?
I'm good. It's been a hell of a month.
It's been a crazy month.
It
has.
Full of ups, downs.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
There's been good stuff though.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
Good stuff, bad stuff. Yeah. I mean, I played Edie Pride, which was really great.
Yeah, it sounds like it went really bloody well as well.
It was really good fun.
Yeah.
And then of course we both did Absent Friends, which is the play that I put on.
Yeah, it's a play that you have both wrote. You were in, and had the courage to direct it and stick it up on a stage.
Yeah. And you were a massive help in that.
Yes.
Honestly, could not have done it without you, to be honest.
Because rehearsals were a bit hit and miss.
Yeah.
And we didn't really have a full cast of people for rehearsals until maybe an hour and a half before we were due to putting it on.
Yeah, basically.
And then on top of that, I'd sort of half-handedly, like whenever something tech-wise came up or changing signs for scene changes and stuff like that, I was just like, oh yeah, no worries, I'll do it, not a problem, not an issue. We got there and I was like, oh god, I'm doing a lot of stuff here.
I also didn't quite realise how much there was for you to do, so I'm sorry about that. But
honestly, it turned out fine in the end.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. Like
the only sound mistake that happened wasn't even my fault. So
no, it was my fault. It was my fault. I forgot a spare battery for my mic, and it ran out of battery.
But like you and the person you were interacting with, Max, who's been on this show before, you played it off so well.
Oh yeah,
it was absolutely fine.
And it was great because the thing is, we had a fail safe anyway, because obviously the play was about ghosts. And basically said to Max that, well, if anything ever happens, then just blame it on Poltergeist.
Yeah, because Max's character has a distinct hate for poltergeists in the show, so it was pretty much our get out of jail card of like anything that goes wrong, or if a bottle gets knocked over by accident, or something flies across a stage, or something happens in the wings, just blame it on poltergeists, and it's fine.
And it's all good. But yeah, it went really well. I was really pleased with it.
We made our money back for the hiring of the venue, and then some more on top of that.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Yeah, that's great.
And I think everyone involved has turned around and been like, yeah, we'll happily do that again if we ever get the opportunity to.
Yeah, so. Definitely. We haven't really spoken about it on this before.
No, not really.
But yeah, like obviously if we do it again, then we'll let you guys know. And also, if you wanted to hear the story, I've got it on it's on YouTube, Absent Friends. If you type in Ad Squeenie Bond, Absent Friends on YouTube.
Yes.
The first 3 chapters are on there. I haven't finished it yet. I haven't even started recording the fourth one because the play's just been in my head too much.
You need to step away for like a little bit and then come back to it.
Yeah. So obviously it might be a bit more of a wait, but I'm hoping to be done maybe in a couple of months.
Yeah. I'd heavily advise it. It's really good, and like. At least who voices Rory in the audio?
Me.
You.
Me.
Okay.
Yeah. And Max is still.
Max is the character he played,
Sonny.
isn't he? Yeah, Sonny.
Yeah. And I'm Bernard. You're Bernard, the character you played. Yeah.
But
it's
the most amount of compliments I've ever got for being in like a full suit. Literally everyone who saw me that evening was just like, you look really good in a suit.
You were brave as well. Like it was a hot day.
Yeah, I know. Literally, we got to the end of that play and I was like, I forgot how much of a mistake wearing a suit under stage lighting
Well,
is.
I did say you didn't have to wear a suit, but you just wanted to wear a suit.
It's fully art, man.
Yeah,
I did it for the art,
man. And I hate it pulled off. It worked. Yeah, it was great. Awesome. So, did you wanted? If you had anything else you want to talk about, or should we just get into Entertainment Exchange?
I started a couple more games since last, which has been pretty good. An update came out for No Man's Sky, which makes the whole game playable in VR, and that was when I decided to maybe purchase it.
Yeah.
And then it kind of took over my life for a week.
Typical, really, because I literally just got rid of it like the day before you bought it. I was like, I could have just given it to you, man. The amount of games you've given me. Like, but hey-ho.
Yeah, it kind of took over my life for about a week because I was like, you can base build.
Are you still playing it, or has it kind of lost its
I am
appeal?
Dipping in and out, but the trouble is that playing VR in the summer is not advised.
No.
Gets real hot. I tried playing some Beat Saber last night, and I managed to, but I was a sweaty mess in the middle of my bedroom floor by the end of it.
That's your own fault.
Yep. I also picked up Little Nightmares for the Switch because it was on sale. And I'm really enjoying that. I haven't got too far into it right now, but it looks really good on the Switch.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm saying that for like all of the Switch games that I pick up, but they genuinely all look like perfectly fine portably on a Switch. It's really nice.
It's definitely a plus, isn't it?
And I picked up Control, which is the same people who made like Alan Wake, stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
And I haven't got too far into it to really cast an opinion on it right now, but I'm having fun at the moment.
Nice. I started a game.
I know, yeah, you told me.
I've finally started Kingdom Hearts 3.
Nice.
Finally. And you know what? Oh my god, it's so great. I'm loving it. It's really nice to be playing it again. I mean, I put it on super easy mode because I'm like, you know what, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, like
care.
you kind of...
I just want to get through it.
Exactly. It's like what we keep bringing up in previous podcasts, is like you just want something that you might actually be able to finish.
Yeah.
Rather.
Definitely. And I think obviously with a game like Kingdom Hearts, you can spend hours and hours like getting the perfect, strategies with, keyblades and stuff, or you can just button mash and,
you can button mash and go, oh, look, Disney characters.
Yeah. And I love it. It's great. The graphics are beautiful. It's so great.
I can imagine. Like,
really lovely.
I tried. Actually, I didn't try the demo that they had last year in September at EGX. In the end, I just stood in front of the big fuck off giant keyblade that they had there.
Oh yeah. That was a toy box one, right? Yeah. That's a great level. Like, that's so creative. Like being amongst the Toy Story stuff and
I can imagine it pretty much looks exactly like the film does as well.
Yeah. It's great. The voice acting's a little bit weird, but it's okay. It does the job. But yeah, so I finally got around to playing it. So
nice.
I'm enjoying that one.
Nice.
Sweet.
Right,
okay, my
shall
friend.
we get into entertainment exchange? All right. I believe I'm starting.
Yes. So, as you new listeners, every podcast we trade a piece of entertainment, be that a film, game, graphic novel, music, whatever, and that we think the other one might enjoy or maybe not enjoy.
Evil aliens.
Yeah.
I saw it here, by the way. So you literally still haven't brought it downstairs.
No. I don't. It's not like I watch it all the time.
And every time I see it, I'm just like, I shake a little. I get a little bit of the shakes in the hand for each
episode. Evil Aliens, if you haven't watched that one.
Yeah.
And yeah, then we report back the following episode and we talk about our experiences with it. So last week we traded. I keep doing that. Last time.
Mate, I'm sure if you listen back to like previous podcasts, I do it all the time, probably without even realizing it.
If I say last week, I don't mean last week. I mean last month, last episode, whatever. So we traded. I gave you Saving Mr. Banks.
You did.
Saul.
Yes.
What did you think?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here and there.
Like
not like a oh my god, I must watch this again.
Yeah, exactly. No, I enjoyed it. You know what? Let me get into it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Do you want to explain what Saving Mr. Banks is first?
Yes. I'll get up the wiki because I prepared as per usual.
To be fair, you've prepared more than you usually do. I usually go, "Do you want to explain it?" And you go, "Oh shit, yeah."
Yeah. So, spurred on by a promise he made to his daughters, Walt Disney, played by Tom Hanks, embarks on what would become a 20-year quest to obtain the movie rights to Mary Poppins. The author, P.L. Travers, played by Emma Thompson, proves to be an uncompromising... What the fuck is that word? Curmudgeon. Curmudgeon. What the hell is a curmudgeon? Curmudgeon. Curmudgeon.
It's wiki. They can write what they want.
I know.
It's the
Okay.
rules, right?
Uncompromising fuddy-duddy, who has no intention of letting her beloved characters become mangled in the Hollywood machine. However, when the book stops selling, she finds herself in need of money, so Travers reluctantly agrees to consider Disney's proposition. So it was released in 2013. It scored a 79% on Rotten Tomatoes, 7.5 on IMDb, and a 65% on Metacritic. So it did pretty well. Really great cast. Emma Thompson, obviously.
The first thing I will say is the cast for this is fantastic.
Yeah,
like really good.
It's I can't fault it at all. Like Tom Hanks is the perfect choice for Walt Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And obviously, a big Disney fan. I loved this. I loved the especially like when they would go to Disney World and stuff for the first time.
And it's like old-timey Disney World.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Sorry, Disneyland. Disney World wasn't around then. I don't think. I'm pretty sure. It's Disneyland.
I'm not adept on my Disney lore, I'm afraid.
Oh well, sorry. I liked it, and I've watched it a good few times. So go for it. Let's hear what you had to think.
Sweet. Okay. The film itself is put together brilliantly, absolutely fantastically. I'm going to try and not dwell on it too much, but a lot of the notes that I have here are just like, I really dislike Travers.
Yeah.
A lot. And I know that was probably like the intention. But they really went out of their way. Like more so than I think was probably necessary.
Yeah, I think so. I think naturally a person like that is gonna end up being.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. The more and more I watched, and the more you saw like the flashbacks to her childhood and all of that.
Yeah.
Like the more and more I understood, but I mean, I'll get into it. I like the fact that it shows controversy like straight out the gate of how much Mary Poppins means to her.
Yeah.
Just watching that first scene of her in the house without even seeing Walt.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, this is gonna go south, like quickly, clearly. That just because of her passion for that character.
Yeah.
There is already a controversy built up right before you even see the other side of the conversation or argument.
Turn you up a little bit quiet.
Am I?
Yeah.
Am I louder now?
Yeah, it wasn't looking very loud. I think it's you're looking at me. It's fine.
Probably.
It's okay.
Oh well. Yeah. Like my dislike of her didn't actually start in the house at all, because I kind of turned around. I kind of understand her point of view. Clearly, this character means a lot. To her.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to hand it over to someone.
Exactly. I especially someone like Disney.
Yeah, of course.
But my dislike of her immediately started in the next scene with her on the plane. And oh right, you're just a dick.
Yeah. I mean, one thing we do need to say straight off the bat is that, it's not 100% accurate. Obviously, they're going to be, they're
going to take liberties
with the story, because obviously that's going to make a good story. Like, it can't be 100% accurate. It just can't.
So was she as mean as all of that actual?
I don't know. I think that she definitely was.
Because if they were hamming that up, personally, I think they ham that up a bit too much.
I mean, obviously, you heard the recordings of her and stuff like that, saying, no, that's got to go.
That's what I've got right at the beginning as well. One of the lines that she said was, we made an agreement, a verbal agreement, and before even realising that she recorded everything down, I just wrote a note saying, verbal agreements don't mean shit, it needs to be written.
Yeah. I mean, she was a mum. I literally found out she was a mum, and also she was bisexual. She had apparently, reportedly, she had male and female lovers. but she was never married.
I'll be damned.
So yeah, so a bit of a sort of especially in those times, you know, not necessarily
imagine that's...
you know, sort of a husbandless life with a child. You know, it's definitely a bit of a taboo, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah. But I think they might have hammed it up a bit too much, to the point where, like, the second scene in, I was already, like, not...
Yeah, you know, it wasn't
on
like,
her side,
yeah.
basically.
I suppose that's maybe the point.
Yeah,
because obviously they're gonna want that. They want you to Disney is like their man. Mm-hmm. So obviously it's made by Disney as well. So
I got here as well in the scene after that where she gets taken to the hotel, Beverly Hills Hotel, isn't it?
Yeah. It is,
I just writ note for ads.
Yeah.
Surely you don't like her either. She hates a hotel room full of Disney merch. Isn't that like your dream?
I mean, yeah, it is. Yeah, 100%. I'd be like, oh my god,
you'd never leave the room.
No. I also like the fact that she touched on like A.A. Milne stuff, the Winnie the Pooh. Like I was like, oh yeah, I just kind of forget that's a thing. Obviously, because it's, you know, Winnie the Pooh is so British, and obviously he took it over and. You know, it's just it's so weird. I kind of forget that it's not actually originally Disney. I actually know a lot of Disney things aren't originally Disney, but yeah, it's just odd. I just kind of forgot that.
Especially now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, everything is Disney.
Yeah, it was quite amusing of her like spending like 5 minutes in the film chucking all of this merch out the window, and then she walks into her bedroom and there's just a giant Mickey Mouse plushie on her bed.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
I mean, he definitely tried a little bit too hard, didn't he?
I mean, yeah, but it seems exactly like the type of thing he would do. That seems accurate.
Yeah. Definitely.
What if I get 20 minutes into the film and I'm kind of already invested purely on the basis of how are these two ever going to get along? Or more to the point, how is she ever going to get on with him?
Yeah, with him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I got here. Honestly, though, I'm disliking her more and more with every scene. I hate to say it.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is the case. Even with the flashback scenes, you're a bit like, so you're still a bitch. Like.
Yeah, I mean, the bit that, like, broke it for me, there was a certain point in the film where I was like, no matter what they show me of her past or whatever right now, I don't think I can get on board with her. Mm-hmm. And it was, I don't want the colour red in the film just because I don't feel like it.
Yeah, it's like, what?
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
oh, dear.
I got here, seriously, fucking seriously. Even if her father is all kinds of crazy and an alcoholic, no matter what they show me, I just cannot get behind her, like, at all. This is like angry Saul coming out here a little bit.
Did this taint your enjoyment of it a little bit, do you think?
Not by the end, but it's certainly, like, tainted my enjoyment of about half the film.
Yeah.
Like, not to the point where I'd ever turn around and be like, no, that's it, I'm done, I'm turning it off.
Because you need those sort of conflicts.
Exactly.
Don't you?
But I think it was a bit too much.
Yeah, that's fair. Played brilliantly by Emma Thompson, though, have to admit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
She pulls it off fantastic.
Yeah. I got to my breaking point here where I was like, she's making me actually sympathise with Walt Disney, who, let's face it, as magical thing as he brought into the world, was not the best of people.
No. I mean, yeah. We won't get into that one, but yeah, he's
we're not
like,
going
the thing
to,
is, he's at the end of the day, he's a businessman, and you know, he was also an amazing man. He did some amazing things.
I get why he would have wanted Mary Poppins because of the promise to the daughters. I understand that, and even I understand that, not being a parent. I'm sure you understand it even more.
Of course, yeah. And when you're Walt Disney, it's like, you know, come on, Dad, the one story we want to do. Like, yeah, so you can get that.
I wrote here, hey, you know how I said that not much would make me change my opinion of her?
Yeah.
Well, I managed to do it.
Oh.
They managed to do it just enough in that one or them couple of scenes with the rapid descent of her father.
Yeah.
Which I found really difficult. I think probably for personal reasons.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that hit me real hard because you're like, oh shit.
God,
yeah. And they showed that so incredibly. They were just on the line with it, and it was heartbreaking, but it was
done well,
expertly done.
Yeah.
Like, I can't fault them for that at all.
That's cool.
And yeah, that was what made me go begrudgingly through gritted teeth.
Right.
Like, fine, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm making it sound like I absolutely hated this film, but I didn't.
It was just,
I just hated that aspect.
It gave you emotions, sort of like, it made you angry, but like obviously that's kind of some of the point, isn't it?
That's the thing. I understand that that's probably the way they want me to. They want to make me feel. I just think they did it
a bit too much.
Yeah, they crossed the line a little bit with it.
I mean, I don't know if it's written down, but I might be jumping on your things. But I think my favourite scenes in it are the scenes with the Sherman brothers when they're doing the music and stuff.
Yeah, they were great. And I've got written that actually the people I feel most sorry for are the other writers and the songwriters, because you can see them trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying, and every single thing up to the point where she likes the Fly Your Kite song. Every other single thing had just been shot down, and not only shot down brutally. Like, so those were the people I felt sorry for most in this film.
Yeah, definitely. And you can feel their pain, like, and it's just sort of the amount of work and effort they've gone into. I mean, the Sherman brothers wrote some fantastic music. And it's just, and I love also them doing like when they were doing the medicine go down.
Watching them brainstorm is
really
so cool.
Clever. And I was like,
really
I never thought about that. Like, obviously, because it goes up, doesn't it? Up at the down. It was like, and then Walt Disney listening to it, and I'm like, oh wow, I love that. I can just imagine that happening.
Yeah.
Because he was so hands-on anyway, and I can just imagine them sitting down and going, look, listen to this, and being really excited. He was like, oh great, I love that. Yeah, love it.
My favourite character in the entire film.
Yeah.
The driver.
Yes, he's brilliant.
Ralph.
He's lovely.
So good.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Great character.
And great casting as well.
Yep.
Brilliant. Like, the cast, I know I said it before, but the casting in this film was spot on.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I don't think they could have got any better.
What time are we on? About 23 minutes.
In fact, I've got here. I very much like the driver.
Yeah, he's good.
I like the fact that Mary Poppins is based off is it the aunt or the sister?
Yeah, it's like the auntie or something like that. Yeah,
it's the aunt to the children, sister to the...
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
That's very cool. Was that an
I don't
actual
know.
thing?
I don't know if that's an actual thing. I'm not sure. The article I read before we started didn't say anything about that.
The dad passing away, that got me good.
Oh,
real good. Like, even though he wasn't the best, again, that's definitely personal reasons for me, without a doubt.
Of course.
But that hit me. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, it's hard. It doesn't matter what they're like sometimes. Like, she loved it. She loved her dad, even though he was
you could see that. That's what made the whole thing. That is what made it heartbreaking. Is the fact that she obviously loved him so much.
Yeah, and always just wanted the best for him.
He obviously loved her as well.
Yeah, of course.
Even though he was dealing with all of these problems, the affection that he showed her was unparamount.
Mm-hmm.
Like, throughout the entire film, pretty much.
Yeah.
And so, it does make it that much more difficult a pill to swallow, I guess.
Definitely, yeah.
I've got here, is it bad that I only figured out what the meaning of the title of the film was in Walt's speech about saving Mr. Banks in the memory of millions of people back at Trevor's house?
Yeah.
It was in that conversation, I was like, oh, that's what the title means. I get it.
Yeah.
That was cool though. The fact that he like travelled all of that way and he played it off so well as well. Is like that plane ride was awful. Please tell me you've got some tea.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, yeah, he travels. She flips out because there's animated penguins in it. Mm-hmm. So she goes, no, I'm done. Goes back home, and then he works out why she might be so, like
upset.
Not upset, but so protective over this character, and literally flies all the way to her house to try and resolve it, because that's how dedicated he is, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know, he promised his daughters, so.
Again, no idea if this is true, but
no idea.
I try not to dwell on that too much sometimes when I'm watching like biopics, just because I feel like that it just enjoy it as it is. You know, just enjoy it. If you really, really want to know what happened, then go and have a look. You know, watch of the the actual stuff.
He has his big old speech.
Yeah.
At her house while drinking tea with whiskey in it, which I approve.
Yeah. Never had it myself, to be fair. Tea with whiskey.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's another way to get whiskey in you, really.
I suppose really I'd rather just have whiskey or just have tea, to be honest, rather than mixing them. But hey ho.
Everyone's on their own. It's all right. I tried it, and it was fine. It's not quite as good as coffee and whiskey, though.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. Irish coffees are nice.
Codkey also.
Codkey also is very
great.
Nice. Yeah, Codkey's great.
There's going to be some people who have no idea what that means.
The C word. Go and listen to it. I think I know what we're talking about.
So she's sitting there at the table, looking at the contract, giving away the rights. I've got. Is it also bad that when we eventually see her sign the rights to Walt Disney, why that giant plushie of Mickey is sitting on the other side of the table? Is it bad that all I can think of in this very sweet moment is just Mickey going, "Ha ha! We own her now."
Yeah. You know what? I thought the same thing. All I could think was
just like we own Marvel and Star Wars. Ha ha! We're monopolizing the entertainment industry.
Yeah. This is where it all began. Just one tiny signature.
First Mary Poppins, now the world. Ha ha!
Oh, what's that? Oh no, we think we deserve more money for this product, even though that we're already making fucking loads off of everything else. Oh, what? But that's it. We're losing it entirely now. Oh shit. Oh no, that's not good, is it? Oh dear, everyone's gonna be really disappointed with us. Spiderman. I'll get onto that in a minute.
Yeah, we'll get onto that in a bit, probably. So I love the fact that she invites herself to the premiere.
Oh yeah, just
like, I didn't get an invitation. Fuck you. No.
I'm coming, bitch. Oh, here we go. We said it, didn't we? We had to change the mic stand because I can't find my actual mic stand, so we had to go back to the small mic stand.
And I turned around and said, well, at least it will prolong the long-running joke of me continuously knocking the mic. And there it is, folks.
There it is.
There's your one and only for the podcast.
One and only, yeah, bullshit.
Shut up. I love the fact that Ralph drove her to the premiere.
Yeah,
that was because, especially really seeing that he was already one of my favourite characters, and I wanted it to happen, and kind of saw it happening as well. When she was like, "Oh, can you order me a cab?" and I was like, "Please let Ralph drive up. Please let Ralph drive up." Yes, he's here. The premiere itself, kind of, as much as I just joked beforehand about Mickey Mouse going, "Ha ha! We own you!"
Yeah.
It was kind of sweet with Mickey leading her into the premiere. That was cool. That was nice. I just wrote at the end as well. Fine. I kind of like her now.
Yeah.
Happy.
So I actually have some facts about the premiere.
Mm-hmm.
So she did cry. Apparently she did cry.
Okay.
But it was more just, I think, just like, oh my god, that's Mary Poppins' name on there. And it was just a bit of a shock, I think, that she'd actually gotten to that point.
Okay. Yeah, because I'd imagine if at least half of the stuff in this film is true, like she probably got to the point where she was like, this is never going to be on a movie screen ever.
No.
Like.
So yeah, and also This is. I mean, this is kind of sad. So probably potentially one of the last bits of words that her and Walt Disney actually spoke was. So after the premiere, she came up to him and said, "Well, it was very good, but the bit with the penguins is going to have to go." And he turned around and said, "Pam, the ship has sailed." So basically, like,
it's done.
It's fucking done, mate. The film is finished. Deal with it. It's a good film. We're proud of it.
Yep.
You know, fuck you, basically.
We own you.
We own you.
Just Nicky in the background.
And then he's like, "Come with me." And I'm gonna drag you in now. Oh man, I love Disney, really. But yeah, so not exactly as nice an ending, which is again why I suppose it wouldn't have been as nice to have that ending in the film.
Yeah.
And they're not going to show Walt Disney as an evil man, like, fuck you.
Not in a Disney film, no.
No.
That's for sure. No, overall, I enjoyed it. It took me a little bit to get into purely because I found it difficult to get over quite how much I disliked her at the beginning.
Yeah.
But I got there. Is the long and short of it.
Yeah.
And it was a beautifully made film, a perfectly casted film. And
definitely.
Yeah, it was a good time. Definitely.
It's made me looking forward to the Mr. Rogers film with Tom Hanks as well, because
mate, can you imagine Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers?
I know.
It's be so
have
good.
you seen the trailer yet?
I have, yes.
Yeah, it does look so good. Like, I mean, I never watched Mr. Rogers. It's more of an American thing, but you know the character.
Yeah, and everyone knows the character.
Yeah, really looking forward to that one. Just because I think it's freaking Tom Hanks, dude.
There's not much wrong he can do, really, is there? No,
definitely not. Love him. I think we have some questions, do we not?
We have like some mini reviews from other people.
Yeah, cool.
Which is cool. So I went on Twitter, as I do every time we do an episode, and go, "This is what we're doing. If you got any reviews or questions or what have you, then drop in the comments below." And we like interacting with you guys.
Yeah, so which is always the point. So please do always make sure you at us at Let's Talk BS1 if you have any comments or questions on the things we're going to review. About, you know, just please feel free.
If you have any suggestions on things you want us to review, then
we could do a joint review or something.
Yeah,
as well.
I'm thinking we should do a joint review for Princess Bride or something.
Oh yes, we did talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we'll do that at some point.
Yeah,
we'll plan it. We have some mini reviews. That's cool.
We have some mini reviews. So we've got Creator. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm probably going to pronounce half of these names wrong because I only ever see them as words on Twitter and never have to really read them out loud.
Fair enough.
So he says, in regards to saving Mr. Banks, I do think that it spoils / taints Mary Poppins a bit. I warned my girlfriend about watching it as she's a big fan. If you aren't too fussed, then it is a good behind-the-scenes look with great acting from the cast. I'd give it a 7 overall.
Yeah,
out of 10.
I agree with that. I think personally, I don't think it ruins it. In fact, if anything, I wanted to watch Mary Poppins afterwards.
Yep.
So.
Oh yeah, hearing like the small little snippets that you hear in the film made me want to watch Mary Poppins.
Yeah, see,
sure.
I was never. I mean, I watched it.
It's been
I was
years
never really
since I've last watched it.
It wasn't my favourite, but like watching this, I was like, actually, yeah, there's got some belter of tunes in it. And yeah, then I rewatched Mary Poppins. Like, this is great. I love this.
Yeah.
So yeah, if anything, I think it made it more of a wow, this is great. Like this actually got made.
I'd imagine the film itself, for any children watching it who might have not seen Mary Poppins, I'd imagine it probably reintroduced a whole bunch of other people to
definitely.
Mary Poppins in the first place, which is cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I like I say, I'm not really much in my Disney lore and all that, so I don't really know how much it spoils / taints it. What I can say quite confidently is that it probably doesn't spoil or taint it nearly as much as Mary Poppins Returns does.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because it's just come on Netflix and a lot of people started really talking about it again, and I don't want to get too much into it, but I think that like the songs in Mary Poppins Returns are absolutely brilliant. Mm-hmm. But I just kind of
the story is shite.
Yeah, the story is awful. Yeah, the story is not good. it kind of goes back to that thing of like all the remakes and sequels and stuff. Like
all of them,
do
like
we
Lion
really
King,
need
Lion
them?
King, for instance. Why?
Yeah.
Like, well, just why?
I mean, the thing is, obviously, I love Lion King and I love Aladdin and I love and I've enjoyed the remakes. I mean, I haven't seen Lion King or Aladdin yet, but I've enjoyed them. Like, but it's sort of again, even then, I'm like, but like, what would I rather watch, the remake or the original? Well, I'm gonna go back and watch the original.
What would you rather watch, a remake or something new?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
I'd much rather want to watch something new from
and
Disney.
it's not even like
than...
the new stuff that Disney has put out is shit. Like Moana is probably a contender for one of my favorite Disney films of all time now. It's so good. You know, and that's a brand new product from them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they can do it.
Even though, personally, I have a massive dislike for Frozen, even I can turn around and go, that's a pretty good film.
Yeah, yeah. Likewise.
With some belter songs in it.
Again, fantastic songs. But yeah. Did you have another one?
Yeah, we had a comment on that review from Castaway DC, who's actually written in some comments before.
He has indeed.
And he says, it's actually a very favourable telling of the story as far as Walt Disney is concerned. Travers and Disney never got along and rarely spoke, and Travers hated the film. Even if historical accuracy is something to care about in the film, it gets a 1 for me.
Yeah. And that's it. It's, you know, it doesn't all... It, like I said, we said, historical accuracy isn't always the best thing. I mean... It's funny because I had this comment about the Queen biopic came out, and obviously there was literally like everyone was saying this is not how it happened. It's so much liberties are taken, and it you know it was a good film, and it was you know just it wasn't panned. I don't know. Like, I don't really know how it went.
I mean, I don't think. I think it was panned by the people who
know the story.
Actually, like. Review and are properly into their movies. I think for the casual audience, it was brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. But
it's
then
the same for like The Greatest Showman. I absolutely bloody hated, but it did so incredibly well.
Yeah.
At box
it's a phenomenon,
office,
isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's interesting comparing like that to say the Motley Crue documentary, The Dirt.
Yeah.
And like. Pretty much that entire thing is all true. Like they didn't need to make shit up. They just went with it. And then even when it wasn't true, they just made a comment on it. Like the characters would turn to the screen and go, "That didn't happen like that. It was not as interesting as this. This is what happened." And it's just like I was like, "That's great."
So they're playing into it.
They're playing into it, you know, and it was cool and it worked really well. So I was like, you know, in terms of the you know, you can just make shit up, but just make fun of it, you know, or just enjoy it as what it is, which is, you know, so yeah. But I do agree with those comments. It definitely is in favor of Walt Disney, but it's gonna be. It's
a Disney film. It's going to be regardless.
And whose name are we gonna remember in like 10 to 20 years? Disney or P.L. Travers?
Yeah,
you know,
as sad as it is to say. Yeah. We've got one more here from Stephen Pello.
Okay.
Who says, I love Saving Mr. Banks. I recommended it all the time to people. I can't say it spoiled or tainted Mary Poppins for me in the slightest, but maybe that's just me. One of those that has incredible detail if you're looking for them.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, good shout.
Yeah. So that's Saving Mr. Banks. Would I recommend it? Yeah. I'd say if you're at all interested in Mary Poppins or... you're a Disney fan, it's well worth a watch. You just might need to get over the fact that you're probably not gonna like Travis for a fair amount of the film.
Lovely.
But hey,
there
maybe that's just me.
Well, but, no, I didn't like her straight away, but maybe not as much as you didn't like her, but
it just it irked me a little bit, but it by no means took anything away from my enjoyment of the film overall. Cool. So I'd recommend it. Yeah.
Sweet. Right, we can move on, man. Like time is pressing on. It's 40 minutes in.
It's almost like we're pushing for time again. That never happens.
Yeah. It's fine. I haven't got any notes for my one. I've literally just.
Are you just going by heart?
Yeah, going by heart here. So it might not take as long, but I don't know.
Oh, mate, I'm ready to talk about this one.
Yeah.
Genuinely. So, the entertainment exchange that I gave Adam was Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse. He's shaking. I can see it from here. So, this tells the story of teen Miles Morales becoming the Spider-Man of his reality, crossing his path with 5 counterparts from other dimensions to stop a threat to stop the threat of all realities. This was released on the 12th of December 2018. It had a budget of £90 million and took in a box office overall of £375.5 million.
Wow.
Nice. Very nice. It won a lot of awards for animation.
Yeah.
It got a 87% on Metacritic, a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, and an 8.4% out of 10 on IMDb.
Jesus.
Now, when giving you this last time, I believe my words were, I'm not going to tell you anything about this film. The only thing that I will say is prepare to watch the best Spider-Man film you've ever seen. How close to the mark was I?
I prepared, and you were 100% right. Like, it is just the best. The thing, I feel like I feel like as an audience, we say this every time there's a new Spider-Man film. Every time, like after Tobey Maguire, when Andrew Garfield, we were like, "This is Spider-Man," and then when Tom Holland came in, it was like, "No, this is Spider-Man," and then this came out, and it was like, "No, this is Spider-Man."
We say that, but I ended up watching Into the Spiderverse shortly before I then went to go see Spider-Man Far From Home.
Oh, really?
Which is the latest Spider-Man film.
One.
And don't get me wrong,
I haven't seen that yet.
I enjoyed Far From Home. It was great, but I kind of sat there going, I think I prefer Into the Spider-Verse. I want another one of them.
Yeah. So, I mean,
good news. We'll probably get another one of them now.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Well, first of all, straight off the bat, I think it's actually criminal that this is probably the in terms of
the least viewed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like many people haven't seen it, and I'm just like, why? Because I didn't. It kind of just slipped under the radar for me.
Yeah, it slipped under the radar for a lot of people.
I think because obviously the MCU is so prevalent, and I was a bit like, well, why? And I think I was a bit like, why would I watch that? Like when it's not even part of the MCU. Like why? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, especially because cinema tickets are so fucking expensive now.
Yeah,
I haven't got the time to go to the cinema anymore.
I think.
I was like,
I think it came down to it wasn't part of the live action MCU, which is again going back to casual audience members, is what they would take over an animated Spider-Man film.
Yeah.
If given a choice between a live action Marvel film and something animated, they're gonna go for the live action because there've been so many other films beforehand that they'll recognise stuff in it. Yeah,
definitely. But yeah, so that for me, I was like, I watch all that's the one underlying thing in the back of my mind. I was like, more people need to see this fucking film.
If you're going to take anything away from this podcast, and I know we always have if you're going to take anything away from this podcast, every podcast, this is it. If you haven't seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse,
well, first of all, stop listening and skip to the whatever.
Yep.
But go and see it. Seriously, see it. If you like Spider-Man, no, fuck it. If you like film, go and see it. Mm-hmm. If you like animation, go see it.
If you like animation, especially go and see it because it's maybe one of the best animation films I've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, just straight off the bat, we were watching it. Me and Kat were watching it the other night, and we were pretty much silent, just watching it. And Kat was Kat was silent. And then, sort of halfway through, or whatever, I can't even remember where it was. She just turned to me and she was like, "So this is the best film ever, right?"
Yeah.
It was just so. And the thing is, there was not one moment that I didn't love. Even the slower moments, I was like, "This is done so well," and there was no point where I was like, "Let's let's get on to the next
Yeah,
bit.
exactly.
I mean, maybe one or two, but no. But even then, even if I was waiting for the next bit, I was like, it's okay because the next bit will come and it will be awesome, and and this bit is tolerable. Like, do you know what I mean? It was just so well done,
so well put together, and
the character straight off the bat, okay, let's do this one more time.
Yes.
And then he references the fucking Sam Remy.
Yeah.
Spider-Man
right at the beginning. Yeah.
Right at the beginning, with the finger
yes.
guns. It's like, this happened. We don't talk about that. And oh my god!
Literally, the moment that bit happened, I was like, right, okay, yeah, I'm in.
This is happening.
I'm in.
This is happening. And it was so good, so well done. It acknowledges the other films. Great. And then obviously
it doesn't just acknowledge the other films, it acknowledges just the entire Spider-Man universe, from comics to films to animated series.
The comics are in there.
It references it all. It ties it all together.
Even the game, the PS4 game, his suit is in the thing, isn't it? I was wow. The attention to detail and the people behind this are definitely
to be
Spider-Man
fair, they
fans.
absolutely could have got away with putting the game suit in it because it was made by Sony, who owns PlayStation.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But even so, it's just so. Oh, it's brilliant. I'm just gonna keep saying it's brilliant. It is fantastic. Where can I start? This is why I know it's a good, because it kind of gives you a shooting off point. But first of all, character of Miles, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
I think it showed the sort of the is it the Bronx he's in? He's in the Bronx?
Yeah, I think so.
And shows that side of it really well, and how obviously he's going to a fancy school, so he's feeling a bit out of it. And that was really good. And then
it's the perfect teenage adolescence growing up film.
Yeah, definitely. I also loved when he got his spider powers. It wasn't like all the other Spider-Man films where it was and now he's Spider-Man.
Oh, I could do this now.
And he's awesome.
He's literally shit, what do I do?
Pretty much for 3/4 of the film, he's not actually that good, is it?
No.
It doesn't happen like that. I mean, it kind of does, but it takes a long time for him to really sort of...
It really does, and it pulls up a good point as well as far as the actual edit is concerned. I showed you a video before we started the podcast, which shows just how much they thought about this film as animators, because the film is shot at 24 frames per second.
Yeah.
But Miles Morales, at the beginning, when he's first puts on the spider suit and is doing all of the missions and stuff like that, is animated at 12 frames per second. Whereas if all of the other Spider-Men around him are animated at 24 frames per second.
Yeah, makes them look a bit more slick.
It makes them look a bit more slick, but it slows him down and shows that he is learning, basically. That he's slowly trying to find a way to get into the groove of how to be Spider-Man, and then those frames rack up right up until the end where he is full-on Miles Morales Spider-Man, and all of a sudden he is now also being animated at 24 frames per second.
Brilliant.
And the fact that they went into that much detail, that, let's face it, barely anyone is going to notice, that's incredible.
Yeah, fantastic. And that's, the thing... let's just talk about the animation for a second, because that is just... For me, obviously, you've got the initial, it's very well... it's so realistic for animation. The Miles' universe is so well done. Is it mocap? It could be mocap.
It's
do you know what I mean?
all hand animated. But the brilliant thing about it is there's no motion blur. That the hand animation is to such an extent that there is no motion blur. They've literally turned around, and loads of people have done it and said, you can pause this film at any time, and the clarity of the picture will be so much that you could frame it.
That's insane.
The entire way through you could hit pause at any time in this film, frame it and stick it up on a wall.
Yeah,
it looks so
still
good.
Look brilliant.
How amazing is that?
The attention to detail on that is fantastic. And like, so were the characters like actually drawn from real actors, or were they just all like from?
It was all just completely hand animated.
So, but did they have like an actor to work off? Is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I haven't dived that far into it myself.
Because it's got to be like, I'm sorry, because the way they look is just like, how have you like, they literally, it could be almost like a scan. You haven't seen Scanner Darkly?
No.
Where they rotoscope, where they bottle opener, sorry. Where they sort of they filmed it and then animated over the top of it.
Yes,
it almost looks like that, but it's not. It's literally animated from hand. Like, that is amazing. And then, not even that, you then have all the other Spider-Men come in.
Who have their own style of animation.
Yes.
It's incredible.
And, yes, they stick out. Of course they do.
But it just works.
It works. Like, and they blend in so well. And it doesn't look like they're copied and pasted on. They interact with the universe so well. Like with Spider Noir, who, by the way, Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Perfect.
So,
absolutely
you could not
perfect.
get any better with the casting of that.
I didn't know he was in it. I did not know he was in it. And then literally he just kept, and I was like, oh my God, it's Nicolas Cage. Oh my fucking God, it's Nicolas Cage. Amazing. Perfect. And then you've got like Spider-Ham, literally could be taken out of a Looney Tunes straight away.
There is a couple of like special feature stuff.
I've seen
a
yeah.
Looney Tunes style complete short of him, and it's
brilliant,
fantastic.
Yeah, I loved that. I was like, because they started just playing, and I was like, oh my God, this is great. Yeah, really enjoyed that.
Did you also enjoy the end credit?
Yes. I'm pointing at you. No, you're pointing at me.
You're pointing at me.
Yeah.
It's the fact that it's the very first animation. I was like, that's incredible.
Yeah,
and
again,
also creatively tells you that there is another one in the works.
Yeah. Fantastic. Oh God, it's just so good. I mean, right. The action as well. The action sequences are fantastic. The way that it's almost like a comic. And it sort of chucks in like little flashes like every now and again, and like the Spidey sense, how they all have like the wavy lines for the Spidey sense.
Yes, it looks like a comic come to life.
Yeah,
like the closest you can get to a comic coming to life, that is it.
Yeah, definitely. And it's not like, the thing is, it's not like watching, say, one of the old X-Men cartoons or like the Batman cartoons. It's just got this. It's not just animation. It's just, I can't explain it because it's not even like it's not even like it's a Pixar style animation either. It still feels 2D, but it's not. I can't get my head around it.
Fucking genius.
It's so good, and I want more. I need more, and not just Spider-Man. I want more. Like, I just want more and more and more. They should have done that with fucking X-Men. Like,
oh my God, could you imagine?
Like, absolutely fantastic. But I think, have they got Deadpool? Or is it no? That's Fox, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Fox.
Oh man, that would be so good having Deadpool in that universe.
Could have had Spider-Man and Deadpool
finally on the screen together. Oh my God!
In possibly the most perfect way.
And I just feel like now this fucking Disney bullshit is going to end up like with it knowing going to happen now.
But be thankful for the fact that there will definitely be a sequel in the works, and Disney's not going to get in the way of that, because that's purely a Sony thing.
Yeah.
And
because they don't own Sony, do they? They just own Spider-Man.
I'm really hoping that the next one that they release will get more of a cinema viewing.
I hope so too.
I really do, because it deserves it. It hands down deserves it, possibly more than any other film I've seen.
Yeah, definitely. I think if you're listening to this and going, yeah, but it's not MCU, like, honestly,
doesn't matter.
I'd hasten to add, I don't know, this is a bit of a sweeping statement, but I think if I was to pick between the MCU and more Spiderverse,
I'd pick more Spiderverse in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat. And I fucking love the MCU universe. Like, Endgame was fantastic. That's coming out on Blu-ray soon, and it's going to be great. Yeah. But I'd pick Spiderverse. I want to see more of that.
Definitely want to see more of that. 100%. I would happily just get rid of the MCU from now. I'm not sure about the MCU yet. I'm not sure. Yeah,
I'm gonna click. I'm gonna click it out of existence.
No, it's gone. I'm not sure about the MCU. I don't know where it's gonna go at this point. I'm a bit worried. I feel like they should have just stopped at Endgame.
I think what worries me is the whole Disney Spider-Man thing, because they built Spider-Man up to be the next Tony Stark, and now that's not going to be a thing, which is a pretty big fucking blow for the whole universe thing. Because it's going to mess up so much in that timeline.
Also, they've lost a lot of their main characters, like a lot of their main draw.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
It couldn't have come at a worse time, really, could it?
No, not really. But hey ho, that's another story for another day.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I just loved it.
Yeah.
You know what? I just don't want to. I think I should stop now, because I think all I'm just going to keep saying is how much I loved it.
So, favourite characters? Who was your favourite Spider-Man?
Honestly, it's hard because I like them all.
They're all really good. Even the Japanese anime one was fantastic.
She was actually probably my least favourite. Actually, I probably have to say.
Still loved her though.
But still great, absolutely brilliant. I love Spider-Gwen. Mm-hmm. She was so cool. I loved Peter Parker.
I think my favourite might have been Noir. Honestly, because he didn't have much interactions, but the interactions that he did have made me laugh every single time.
And the Rubik's Cube as well, it's so clever. But I think that's it. I couldn't pick a favourite because they all bring something completely different to the table. It's not like that they're like, it's a Spider-Man, but slightly different. They are literally completely different. Yep.
The enemies in this as well. Kingpin actually looks fucking intimidating as hell.
Yeah, oh my god, when he first punches the shit out of Spider-Man, I was like, shit. I was like, oh my god, like that I actually hurt. Like I was like, fuck.
But just his stature alone, the fact that he fills up the entire screen anytime he is on screen. I love the fact that there was a female Doc Ock. Yes, that was brilliant.
That was so oh my god, I wasn't expecting it, and I was like, oh. Well, this is awesome. And she was great. She was a fantastic character as well. It didn't detract from the fact that I was like, I didn't even care. Like, because the thing is, it wasn't like it was just Doc Ock as a female. It was like, no, she had made it her own. In fact, she had made better, like her claws were like even better than his sort of thing.
Yeah. And then we had Panther being the uncle.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So good. So, and the thing is, you saw it coming as soon as like Morales was in his apartment later on in the film. You saw him coming. It's like you knew, but
the thing is, because I sort of hadn't cottoned onto it, and then Kat went, "Oh no," and I was like, "What? Oh shit! No. Oh, you're right. We didn't even need to say anything. I was like, you're right. And then he took the mask off. I was like, oh no, she was right. Oh god, this is going to only end badly. Oh, fantastic.
I also liked the Goblin character. Oh, fucking.
It's Green Goblin.
Right, Green Goblin. That's
Green Goblin.
But a completely different style to anything that we've ever seen
before.
It's really cool to see.
Yeah, great. Really good.
Like, all of them, like the bad guys, everything in this film just worked really well, and it was funny as well. It was funny. So
it had
funny.
Heart. It had action.
One of the scenes that I laughed at the most, was when he gets bitten by the spider, and he just brushes it off.
Yeah, he's like, Yeah.
That's an annoyance.
Yeah, that's a mild annoyance. Great. Oh man,
because they builded that whole thing up so well. It's like, oh my god, it's just, and we've seen Spider-Man getting bitten by a spider so many times at this point.
Yeah,
so many times, and they built it up exactly in that way. Like, oh my god, here's a spider. The spider's coming. Oh my god, the music builds up. It's like, oh my god, the spider's on him now. Oh shit, the spider's now on a spray can. Oh
no.
And then he gets bitten, and he's just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, brilliant. They know it. That's the thing. The fact they keep saying, like, okay, let's do this one more time. Great. It's so well done. It's so self-aware.
Peter Parker in it as well was so good.
Yeah.
Like the fat Peter Parker.
Both of them.
Great.
Both of them were great. The first Peter Parker was lovely. Like, I mean, honestly, I would have liked to have seen more of him, but obviously you can't because that would have not worked in the story at all. But yeah, I think we should wrap up because like time's getting on, and also I'm literally just gonna keep gushing.
Yeah.
Go and see it. See it.
Like,
get it.
If you haven't seen it, I don't think we've really spoiled too much, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe a couple of spoils, but even then, I just don't think that the spoilers that we've said are gonna change the fact that it is incredible. Still love it. It is fantastic, man.
I'm so glad I gave you an entertainment exchange that you like.
Like, mate, I love it. I think you might struggle getting it back from me. Well, it's the perfect film.
I mean, your birthday's coming up soon.
Yeah, this is true. Right, yeah. So we have a question regarding, like, sort of relating to that. Is that right?
Relating to both of the entertainment exchange that we have, I suppose. And this comes from Mr. Wordsmithy on Twitter, who says he loves both of the films. He thinks they're both fantastic, but he just said, if you could change one thing about either movie, what would you change?
So you said you struggled with this one a little bit.
I struggled with this one with Spider-Man because I honestly think it's the perfect film.
Yeah.
Saving Mr. Banks, I think the only change I'd make it is don't make her as harsh at the beginning. That's it. The rest is fine. I just couldn't get on board with her being as harsh as she was at the beginning because it immediately put probably more barriers up to her than perhaps I should have. That's it.
I think actually, I didn't have anything for this, but actually I think that with Saving Mr. Banks, I probably would have put in her daughter or something like that. Yeah. Like, and made it, that might have made it like something else to like her. Do you know what I mean? Like, more reason to like her, as opposed to just a change of heart. I don't know. Maybe a bit more reason to, be on her side. Into the Spiderverse, there is probably one thing I change.
Okay.
And to be honest, I wanted a bit more classic bad guys, I think.
Okay.
From Spider-Man. I think I wanted I was hoping that maybe, like, I know Doc Ock was in it, like, in terms of her, and obviously, you had Green Goblin and stuff, but I would have been nice to see a couple more
Shocker, stuff like
that. Something like that, just
God, could you imagine Shocker's animations in that style?
Just,
oh my God.
Like, no. Oh God, what was the one? Oh God, the flying one. What's the fucking name? The Vulture.
Vulture. Yeah.
That would look amazing, the flying animation.
Yeah.
Like,
especially if Panther's scene of him on the bike is anything to go by.
Yes.
That looked fucking incredible, so I can only imagine that any flying stuff would look so good.
Venom. See, right. See, yes, they've got to have some Venom.
I just screamed in my pants.
Sony, if you're listening, chuck in some Venom, and not a Tom Hardy Venom.
No.
A proper Venom.
Shit, you said Venom. You said the Tom Hardy Venom, and the police are coming.
Yeah. The siren in the background. That's probably what I change. And more Spider-Man, to be honest, just more Spider-Man.
I want to see so many more. Now, like, I feel like I've just got a taste.
Yeah. Just an army of Spider-Men. That's what we need. An army of
Infinity
Spider-Men.
Wars, but nothing but Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Spider-Man
Endgame.
Because Spider-Man has so many enemies that you could probably realistically do something like that. Yeah. It'd be incredible.
Definitely. That'd be so boss. Great.
There we are. Nothing too much there, Sony. We just want an Infinity Wars Spider-Man spin-off. That would be great.
Fine.
So if you could just crack on with that, that'd be swell.
I know what Kat said the only thing that she missed from this, and she said that she absolutely loves Tom Holland. So she said that's the only thing that she misses. And
maybe he would be like the only live action character in that film.
I was literally about to say, like, what if in the next one he comes in as like the MCU universe.
Honestly, even if they animated him in, that would be incredible.
Yeah. Like, brilliant. Oh, man.
And he'd be up for that.
He would. I would see that. Yeah. Mate, fuck it. fuck it. Let's get them all in. Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield. Let's get them all in and do us fucking... And yes, Sony, where are you, dudes? Come on, hire us. We'll fucking write your next script.
Yeah.
We got it down. We got it all down, man.
We're just going to steal everything from Infinity Wars and replace it all with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Call us up, man.
They don't need to be in it for a long. Just a cameo. It's fine.
We're waiting. We'll be waiting by our phones for that phone call.
I'm assuming our check is in the mail.
Yep.
Sweet.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, check from Sony. Thank you very much for your contribution to the next Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse film.
just a check for like 20 quid.
Yeah, 20 quid. Tickets to the film.
That'll do us a couple of rounds.
Fine by me. As long as it gets in the film, I don't care.
As long as we get bragging rights at the end, it's like, well, actually, it was us.
Man, can you imagine if it actually happens now? We're like, holy shit! All right.
Finally, someone that listens to Let's Talk BS.
Yes. And it's Sony. Can you imagine one intern at Sony guys, listen to this. It's fucking awesome. It's got no views, but it's great.
Oh, fantastic.
Cool. Right, we've got a game, Saul.
We do have a game. It's a game that we've played before.
But you've done it this time.
I've done it this time, which I don't know is an entirely good thing, because I did it and was like, actually, this is really bloody difficult. How did you do this, Adam? I don't know this.
It's fine.
So,
it took half an hour.
Half an hour. Fucking show off. So, this is the movie game.
Yeah.
Again, if you'd listened to a podcast before where we've done this is an idea... This is certainly not an original idea.
No.
This is taken from a channel called Valley Folk, who we both love very much. Mm-hmm. They call it the movie game, where they basically mash two movies together in title, and then they come up with a plot explaining the two, and it's up to the other person to guess what those two titles are mashed together.
Yeah, so for an example, I've just thought of one from we did last time. We did games, and I said something about you go along to save a princess in a very difficult game where you fight demons, something like that. And that was The Legend of Zelda Dark Souls.
Yes.
You obviously is.
So, what I thought I'd do this time round is, considering we're talking about saving Mr.Banks and Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse, I thought I would instead mash Marvel films with Disney films, which, before we get stuff in the comments, I know that Marvel is technically part of Disney.
Yeah, but we're talking about official Disney films, not because everything's freaking Disney now.
Everything is
I'm
Disney.
Disney.
Right now. Yep. I mean, you are.
My film's coming out soon, and then the reboot will be coming in 20 years.
Absent Friends. Get it?
Oh my god. Sony, Disney, if you're listening, I'll sell you the rights. 20 quid.
Another 20 quid on top of the 20 quid you've given me towards the Spider-Man idea. That'd be great. I expect the check in the post. Thank you.
Oh dear.
So yes, I've taken Marvel films, I've taken Disney films, and I've mashed them together.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm never on the. Oh, no, actually, no. I like that we had the Square Enix.
I won't lie; these probably aren't as good as your ones.
Oh.
I struggled with it a bit, but it's fine.
It's fine. We'll
there
enjoy
is
it.
also one in there which isn't a movie.
Oh.
So
okay.
I'm just going to prep you for that now.
Cool, fine.
There's like a Joker in there, basically.
Oh, is that a hint?
No, that's by no means not a hint. I'm doing nothing to do with DC.
Oh, okay, fine. All right, I don't know if I can know.
This Joker here.
Yeah.
So, shall we begin?
Yeah.
I have 7 here.
7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Some that you'll definitely know. Like, how well is your Disney knowledge?
Dude, you serious?
Okay.
Are you doing live action Disney films, or is it just the classics?
A couple of live action stuff.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll see.
All right. So, first one. Now we've got to see whether I actually writ these out correctly. This will be fun.
Okay.
Rejected military soldier attempts to take down a Nazi warmonger and terrorist group by becoming the first superhero after taking a dose of super soldier serum. The only downside being that the side effects to this serum leads him to continuously hallucinate about a talking rabbit with a stopwatch, a tea-obsessed lunatic in a top hat, a queen that wants your head, and a white rose garden painted red.
Captain America, Alice in Wonderland.
Nice. Now, before I get comments going, actually, I think you'll find that the first Captain America film was actually called Captain America and the First Avenger.
Yeah, well, fuck
this
you.
is the 1990 film, Captain America.
Oh!
Boom!
Yeah.
I dropped my mic, but we make that joke far too many times.
Yeah.
So...
So, technically, the first one, not a Disney film. Not a Disney. Hey, there we go.
Exactly.
So they
Again,
take that comment.
I dropped the mic, but that would be old.
Yeah.
All right, so you're 1 for 1.
Yeah.
Nice. Second one. Puppets rally together to recreate a classic holiday story, while a rapidly deteriorating mutant veteran struggles as he tries caring for his mentor, whose mind is also rapidly deteriorating.
I mean, technically, this isn't a classic Disney film. This is actually another property they bought. This is Jim Henson Productions, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll jump over that one, Saul. That is The Muppets Christmas Carol Logan.
Nice.
Yeah.
2 for 2.
Nice. 2 for 2. Oh, mate. I'm donning this game.
Donning it.
Amazing.
Amazing. All right. By the way, feel free to play along at home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And let us know on Twitter how you do.
People are like, oh, man. Oh, quick.
Oh,
pause.
shit. Fuck.
Mum, get the pen.
Let us know how you do on Twitter. Let me know if I'm actually any good at putting this game together. Although you've got the first two, so I'm pretty happy on that.
If anything, I think you give them too much away. You could probably give a little bit less away.
I mean, I'm not going to change it now. I can't do it on the fly.
Do it on the fly. Go on. Oh, dear. And it's literally gone straight over that mic.
There goes the microphone.
Oh, dear.
I'm just going to reposition myself. Distract them.
Okay. See, the interesting thing is, obviously, with the Disney, is that you have the Disney classics, the classic Disney films, which obviously like Snow White through to Moana, and obviously then you have the bought proproperties like Jim Henson.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I literally just looked up a list going Disney films and then went through that list.
Fine, fair enough. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of there's not going to be all the classics. That's okay.
It definitely isn't.
That's okay.
Next one. College kid is bitten by an insect and which... Let me try that again.
Yeah, try that again.
Okay. Fuck it, we'll do it live. College kid is bitten by an insect, which comes with a whole lot of responsibility and a lot of swinging, while a historian codebreaker continues his search for a rumoured trinket dating back to the creation of the United States.
Oh, Spiderman National Treasure. Yeah.
Got it.
That another Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
A good Nicolas Cage as
well. A good Nicolas Cage as well. And technically Nicolas Cage is technically now also in Spider-Man. So it works on 2 levels.
Twice I've done that in this episode. Fucking brilliant. Yeah.
Clearly I should have done more than 7, but I kind of struggle with 7, I won't lie.
It isn't easy. No, I'd say it's not easy.
No.
But it's fun.
It's going well so far. So, next we have Bunny Rabbit tries her best to keep law and order inside this mammal metropolis, while a human man fails to fit in, as he's either too small for the animals to see, or far too big for the animals to feel at all safe.
See, okay, the first one's Zootopia.
Mm-hmm.
And a man struggles to fit in because he's...
A man struggles to fit in as he either is far too small for animals to see or far too big for animals to at all feel safe.
Oh. Is it Zootopia Man?
Yep.
Yeah. You got me there. I was a bit like, what? Okay. I was like, yeah, that was good. Okay. You got me there.
Giant Man as well.
Yeah, of course. Fine. Yeah. I was like, what?
Yes, I got him.
You got him.
That's it.
But I still fucking got it.
Stop the podcast. We're done.
I got it.
That's a wrap.
I still got it. I'm whatever it is, 4 for 4 now.
You are 4 for 4 right now. Next one. An adventurous teenager sails out on a daring mission to save her people. During her journey, she meets a once mighty demigod, who pales in comparison to an entire team of superheroes, including an actual god, as they try and stop an alien invasion led by another demigod, equipped with illusion, a spear and stone, and witty sarcasm.
Oh, a spear and stone. Okay, yeah, okay. So that's Moana Avengers.
Yes.
The first Avengers film. Yeah, because it's Loki. yeah. Moana
Nice.
Avengers. Yeah, I like the Moana Avengers.
Yeah.
Moana could be in the Avengers, I'm sure. And Maui.
Probably.
They do alright.
I mean, can you imagine The Rock in Avengers? I'd be so down for that.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Definitely. I mean, The Rock's in every fucking Disney film.
Exactly, right?
So, might as well be in a
And
Marvel
he's so
film. So
charismatic.
Oh, my God.
Oh my god. Alright, next one. Imprisoned on the other side of the universe, this mighty god finds himself on his most colourful and entertaining journey yet. But what are all these heartless bastards doing here? And come to think of it, this other side of the universe doesn't seem to be part of his genre of entertainment at all. This looks like a situation that only a boy with an abnormally large feet and a key can resolve.
When you started, I was like, okay, it's Thor Ragnarok. I was like, what's K? And I was like, oh, Thor Ragnarok Kingdom Hearts.
Nice.
I love it. That's so good.
I thought you'd like that
That's
one.
That's great. I love the. Wait a minute, this isn't his normal entertainment medium. It's like as if that'd be in the fucking plot, like in the.
Sure it would.
Oh, great.
Sony, call me.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's technically Disney.
Yeah,
Disney.
No, that's Disney. Yeah, Disney. Call him. Yeah. Do you know what? I was actually really annoyed that they didn't put any Marvel stuff in the in Kingdom Hearts.
No.
Like a lightsaber. I mean, and Star Wars as well.
Star Wars
like
as well.
A lightsaber keyblade.
Keyblade?
Come on.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that would have been great. Definitely missed a trick there, but I suppose they wanted to keep it just Disney, which is fair enough.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean,
I suppose it's Pixar as well.
Kingdom Hearts 4 in
I
30 years.
I don't think they're doing. I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is officially the end.
Leave it like 25 years, mate.
Yeah, they'll do another one.
All right, this is the last one, and you're 6 for 6.
Well, you know me. I'm just freaking awesome.
Fuck's sake, bloody microphone. We really need to find that stand.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. I'm a bit worried we've left it at the venue we did the show.
Possibly. It'll be fine. Last one. She is an extraterrestrial warrior who finds herself caught in the middle of an intergalactic battle between her people and another extraterrestrial race. Sorry, I had to burp there.
You're fine.
Including one who is most wanted. However, to get to him, she first needs to find out how to get past the Hawaiian girl who, strangely enough, decided to adopt him after mistaking him for a small, ugly dog.
Now, I know the second one's Lilo and Stitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
She's an interterrestrial warrior.
No clues.
Fine, I'll stick to drinking my beer.
Yeah. Oh, Captain Marvel, Lilo and Stitch.
Yep.
Yeah. Boom.
7 for 7. Fucking nailed it.
Yeah. Woohoo! Awesome.
Nice. I am glad that I constructed them enough for you to be able to at least have an idea of what was going on. Because I had a really bad feeling that you'd just be like, what?
No idea what you're chatting about, man. No. That worked.
Nice.
That was good. Good
Amazing.
Stuff. If you enjoyed that, let us know and we'll do some more.
Yeah,
let
us know really if you joined in as well. Then let us know how you did.
Yeah,
that would be great to hear.
Definitely. Wow. Okay. So, what time? Oh, wow. Okay, we're doing all right.
What are we on?
Yeah, 1 minute 20. 1 hour 20. Sorry, not 1 minute.
1 minute 20. Fucking hell! How quickly did I speak?
Yeah, 1 hour 20. So yeah, I think that's pretty much. I think we should. That's it.
Yeah, I mean we've got to exchange some entertainment.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh crap! Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. Right. Who's going first? Who's going first?
I don't mind. You can go first.
Okay. Right. We'll turn to your left. There it is.
Ooh. A book.
It is. It is the graphic novel of The Crow.
Which I love the bloody film. My dad was an enormous fan of this film, and as a result, I probably watched it far younger than I was probably allowed to.
Yeah.
So I already loved the film. So yeah.
And this is just gonna rekindle that love. I mean, the art is beautiful.
It looks it from a quick flick through.
All black and white, but obviously, yeah. I love the film of The Crow, and I love
Noir Spiderman was all black and white, and he was one of my favourite characters in the film. So,
but yeah, you'll love this. I think you'll really enjoy this. Again, you'll probably rekindle your love of The Crow.
How quickly do you reckon I'll get through it?
I don't know. I reckon you might take your time with it because there's so much in there.
Fucking hell, yeah. No, this looks fucking beautiful.
Yeah. It is gorgeous.
Amazing.
It's definitely.
And it was right in front of me the whole time.
I know. It's always there, Saul. It's always there.
Oh, you've also got the Life is Strange comic here. In fact,
do.
You've got a lot of Emma's work here, from what I can see.
I do. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, I do have a lot of it. Emma Viacelli, if you like your graphic novels and
she
comic books,
is
fantastic.
Interested in designing me a tattoo come the end of the year.
Awesome.
Which would be amazing.
That'd
Looking
be great.
forward to that one. Right, my entertainment exchange for you is something I can't physically give to you.
Oh, okay.
Which is cool because it means that for anyone listening, you could go onto YouTube right now and watch this along as well.
Wow.
The reason I can't give it to you is because I cannot find a live DVD of this guy whatsoever.
Right, okay.
He is a comedian. I'm giving you
nice.
live stand-up show. He's called Randy.
Right.
He's Australian.
Uh-huh.
And he's a puppet.
Awesome. I'm fucking sold. I love puppets.
This is called Randy Writes a Novel. If for anyone interested, you can literally go onto YouTube right now and type in Randy Writes a Novel and you will find it. It's about an hour long. And it's really quite good fun.
Oh, that's cool. I'm looking forward to this.
I will send you a link.
Yes, please do.
And that is your entertainment exchange. I'm not going to say much more other than he's an Australian comedian who's a puppet. That's it.
Perfect. That's right up my street. I mean, I hate Australians, but... No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
And we've lost the Australians. Thanks, Adam.
Yeah, all of Australia have stopped listening now. Sorry. At least we've still got New Zealand.
Something, I guess. I want to get in their good books because I want to go to Hobbiton at some point. So.
Yeah. I mean, that's all there is in New Zealand, right?
If anyone happens to be listening from New Zealand and you work at Hobbiton, then I mean, Sony and Disney are going to call us up anyway, so we might as well add you to the list while we're at it.
Yeah. If that helps, we've worked with Sony and Disney.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't yet, but we will. We definitely will be. They'll be calling us up like straight away.
As soon as we.
As soon as we stop this podcast.
Oh yeah. When we stop it as well. Like they weren't even like that. Oh, we could obviously Disney can hear everything at the moment, can't they? Because they are the overlords of all.
Exactly. Right, well, that wraps up our podcast.
It certainly does, yeah.
So, the rather depressing thought that Disney is consistently watching us.
Yes.
Yay!
But yeah, I mean, it's we had to be quick with this next entertainment exchange because next week. We're recording next week. So it has to be a quick one, but hopefully the week after we'll have a bit more of a...
Yeah, definitely. We'll make it a bit more of a longer sitch. I might give you a game.
Oh, I was going to give you a game.
Oh, well, we'll make it a bloody game podcast then.
Yeah, you haven't done a game in a while.
We actually haven't done a game podcast in quite a while.
So I think that might be quite nice. Yeah, good to shout. Okay, cool. It's a done deal then, Saul.
Actually...
Saul, don't say anything now.
No.
Think about it later.
Yeah, no, that's true.
We're going to play some D&D this evening.
We are. I brought dice specifically for it.
We're officially starting a campaign.
Nice.
Also, if you're interested... We did talk about maybe doing some D&D like in a podcast. So if you are interested, then maybe we could do like some bonus episodes where we actually do a bit of not necessarily the campaign we're doing, because obviously there's other people involved and it takes a long time. But
we've got only 2 microphones.
Yeah. So, but we could do something like a one-on-one campaign. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah.
If people are interested, obviously.
Yeah,
if you're not,
like,
then don't.
If you are interested and want that to happen, then you can let us know about that on our official Twitter page at Let's Talk PS1.
Yes.
Equally, you can talk to us individually on Twitter. I'm at Saul Reed.
And I'm at Ads Queenie B or at Ad Queenie Bond. I
think it's B.
Remember at Queenie B. Just go on. Let's talk.
It's one of the two.
Or speak to Saul. Or we're on Facebook as well at Facebook /
And surprise, our Instagram is still non-existent.
No, still not there.
Ah, well.
Who gives a shit?
Oh, well.
But yeah, no. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Make sure that you get. Give us a review on iTunes, guys, and leave us a comment on YouTube as well if you listen to us on YouTube. Please do and do all that. Give us a like and all that. Subscribe on the YouTube channel. Subscribe to us on podcasts. It'll really help us out. It'll be really nice just to get us out a bit there, a bit more. Like tell your friends about us if they listen to podcasts. Yeah.
That's it.
Get involved, people. Get involved.
Are we just trying to stretch this over to 1 hour 30 at this stage? What are we at?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was kind of. I think we might just be over for 1 hour 30 now. It's fine. It's okay. It doesn't matter. But yeah, people aren't fucking listening now anyway. I could say anything. I could say anything I wanted. People don't listen.
But I have a witty bit at the end. They need to stay.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you need to stay now.
Oh, that's the hook right there.
Oh.
We're really prolonging it, aren't we?
Yeah.
We should.
It's fine. Please, thank you very much for listening. And join us next time. We'll be talking more
BS.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Oh, what's that? Oh, shit, it's a phone call. It's from Sony.
Oh, my God.
I should probably take this.
I've got a phone call as well. Hello.
Oh, my goodness.
I thought you were dead. Oh, hello.